Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. Shout out Matlock Soap for bringing this to my attention. She said, Riz, it was a YouTube channel that did a video and they show all the distortions and shape shifting of the so-called fake people that are running this operation right here. I'm not going to give any names, but you could just see. Okay. Let me get myself together real quick. Okay. You can pretty much see what's going on, where it's from. Got it off YouTube. We'll zoom in on some of the faces. Empty cedar. Dead eyes. See no future. Moving down the line. Here we start to shape shift and distort. And we have chakra symbolism in the back, folks. We have lips with the rainbow in the back. I'll zoom in on that right fast. Then I'll go in on this entity here, just on the face, and we're going to break down and show you. There we go. Nice and clear. You see the weird looking face. Double set eyes. This is what Chris Archer, Destruction by Design, used to do. Strange looking neck. Looks like a lizard. This man's arm is coming around. This is his hand. We're going to zoom in on that, and I'm going to show you that that's some type of creature or entity. And then we zoom out. She's wearing the colors that are Masonic, the black and white. And right here, she has an entity that's attached to her hair. You see her hair is dark right here. And then all of a sudden it gets light right here. Like these are highlights or blonde streaks. But I'm going to show you it's the face of an entity, a living being that's attached to these folks. Follow my pen. Let's let the focus catch up. Here's the shape of the head. Here's the eye glowing. Not a polka dot behind her shirt. And the other eye glowing. You see the mouth. Clear to see. I'm going to zoom in to show you the detail on the face. From my experience and from what I've been seeing, a lot of these entities are blended into the hair, the clothes. Like a lot of people say, it's like some type of cloaking technology, shape shifting. And then we'll slide over to this entity. And you see his mouth is all distorted. Looks like fangs coming out. The glasses is big time distorted. The head. Then if we zoom in, this is like some type of green indentation on top of the head. There we are. Gotta pull the light down. I don't understand why this video is even coming out like this, folks. But you clearly can see the indentation and this giant bone. Look at the face. I'm just here to show you, folks. Okay? Move on to the next. Start back with this guy. You see what he's holding up. Just look at his face, folks. You tell me if that's if that's normal. Or are these creatures playing with your mind, making people believe anything? All you gotta do is put it on TV, people will believe it. Trust me, folks, they have a very low regard for your intelligence. They don't believe you have any at all. Zoom in on the eye that's on this individual's forehead that's poking out right here. I'm going to have to adjust the light because this video was Very distorted for some odd reason. There we are. Like a cyclops. See the pyramid and the eye. I'll zoom in tighter. Peace, love, and light. I'm breaking down these shape-shifting entities that has everyone in a frenzy, going on riots. And you talk about you going against draconians and you're conscious and awake. I can't tell. That's why I tell you, like, color of the skin doesn't matter. You're dealing with creatures. Okay? I see more demonic activity from people with my same skin tone than anyone else. Murder, rape, robbing, stealing, drug selling. There's no excuse for that. No excuse. But welcome to hell, and these are the entities that are all around you. If they unclone themselves or uncloak themselves, you would probably be in fear. Scare you to death. Creature. Same thing. Scarecrow-like entity on her shoulder, blend into her hair, horns, eyes. Looks like the Wendigo, the Scarecrow. I mean, you could just pull up demonic entity, Scarecrow, Wendigo. You'll see this. This thing's been spotted in the White House numerous times, right in the Oval Office glass, like it lives there. It's an entity, folks. It's just the puppeteer that's controlling the puppets. And then look at this guy. I mean, his freaking skull is cracked open. Let's pull down the light. Look at the bumps and ridges, horns. Look at the green color, the bone over top of his skull. I mean, you got to be joking. Like I said, shout out Matlock Soap for bringing this to my attention. I tell people all the time, it's not just things that, you see in the sky. It's like all over on the ground, in the trees. I mean, in the air. Everywhere, folks. I mean, look at this grotesque face. What is wrong with this individual's mouth? And what is this green stuff that's right here? It looks like a animal being. Let's zoom in tight. It looks like some type of like lizard or crocodile. And look how twisted his mouth is, folks. That's his tongue sticking out. Come on, look into those eyes. And you wonder where they get the Joker from. Clowns. Characters like the Gesture. I'm just trying to let that focus in, folks. Just stare into those puppies. That's a monster. Look at the dead expression. This eye's completely closed. The ear position is off. It's pointed. And the eye on the forehead. Hole in his face. Come on. I mean, you see that protrusion on his skull right there. Bring the light back to normal, autofocus. Let's go down the line. This is one with some highlight because it's coming in so funky on the screenshots. I had to add some contrast, bring up the exposure, and bring up the light. Now I'm going to zoom in super tight on that creature's face. That's the mouth region. That's the crocodile or lizard-like creature that's right under his chin, folks. Hole in his face where his nose should be. And you see the giant bump on his forehead, which is an eye with a pyramid. There we go. Can't explain that. Can't tell me that's the camera acting crazy. Because if that was the case, why is this guy's face not distorted? He's sitting right behind this character. His face is not distorted. But these people here, I mean, just understand something, folks. Look at this guy's face. He knows what's going on. You see him? He's looking down at the monitor. He can see them. Look at his face. He's like, oh, fuck. Like, oh, wow. Look at his expression. Moving forward, like I said, this guy's face is not distorted. But then we go right next to him. His face changed again. Let's super zoom in on that. Look at this, man. This is a freaking monster. Okay? Like I said, skin color don't matter. It's creatures out here, folks. This is not Earth. This is the hell realm. And these are all demonic entities that are hiding themselves. They've been doing it for a long time. This is not new. Just take a look into that face. And all the naysayers out there, if you naysay this, I don't know what's wrong with you. What human being has a face like that? I'm taking you into the face of the creatures. All your news people are like that. Everybody on TV's like that. All your favorite entertainers, they're all these creatures. Look at that. That looks like a freaking robot with skin over it. You got to be kidding me. Look at the neck. The neck even appears to have faces poking out of it. And back to the Wendigo, the Scarecrow. I mean, look at that, folks. I'm receiving a lot of hate. Trust me. My phone is just like blurring out for no apparent reason. But you can see the structure in that. That's actually woven into her hair. That's part of this creature. And then this entity's head is just like splitting apart. Another dead-eyed individual. No soul. Creatures. Look at the green color coming from under his skull. Whereas hologram technology is failing. Look at that. That's his actual face right there, folks. That's green scales. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. You gotta watch everybody. You know? That's why I tell people you can't be part of a group, organization, a certain religion. They're all contaminated and tainted and infiltrated. Look, I even put this on my community post. Like, look at this guy's face. It's normal, even at a distance. But look at this guy. Grotesque creature with no soul. Dead eyes, see no future. Famous arch enemy song. Dead eyes, see no future. Falling from grace. We are coming home. These people that write their songs, they know they fell from grace. And they know they fell into the pit called hell. That mainstream education and science has told you is Earth. But I'm here to tell you, find me a real picture of Earth. You can't. You don't live on a place called Earth. That's what you've been told. You're in hell. Wake up. The only way is up. I'm trying to help you. My whole life, my whole mission, even before YouTube, individuals, one-on-one on the street, in groups. This is what I did. And well respected for it too, folks. If If you mock me, you didn't do it in front of me. Because I'm also a soldier to the highest degree. Physically, mentally, spiritually. For the people that know me, that's sub to me, that actually met me when they came and gathered, they'll tell you, I'm a force. I need to be down here. Because creatures like this are moving around. Seeing is believing. What happened? Yeah, face just totally gone. That's supposed to be this guy's hand. Yeah. Like the rapper say, miss me with that bullshit. Face is totally gone here, folks. This is probably the individual's or creature's real face. It's no semblance of even a human face. Understand what you're dealing with, folks, and look at the lips in the back. All the chakra color symbolism, the rainbow. This is this man's hand holding on to the shoulder. Understand that. This is that same creature that's on her shoulder. Change position. Look at it. You can see it's organic. It's like the movie The Puppet Master. It looks exactly the same. Pull up the Parasite from that movie and it will look exactly like this. Pull up The Puppet Master starring Donald Sutherland. These creatures attached and took control. The #1 movie was Parasite. All the Netflix shows, Parasite. Look at this guy. His whole head is a part. It's a machine, a creature. Look at that. This is the real face of these entities. They're cloaked in a human biofield to give you the impression that they look like you. But this is their true face, folks. Look at that. That's his eye. And I mean, come on, look. Look at this. This man looks like he's wearing some type of contraption over his head. Peace, love, and light. Seeing is believing. I'm trying to tell y'all. We're going to end it right there. And look at the colors that are going around the banner. Blue, green, yellow, red, purple. You think this is done by accident? You see the symbolism, folks. And you see the non-living entities, the creatures that are amongst you. And Red's been trying to tell you for a long time. But seeing is believing. Because that's what it is. Peace, love, and light. Like I told you, and I'll always say, be prepared for anything. Trying to tell you where you are, folks. And I know it's hard for you to accept. But you have to get over that fact. And then you can move forward. It's like a drug addict or alcoholic. You have to admit that you have a problem in order to move on. So you have to admit that you're in hell and NASA and all these organizations lied to you and brainwashed you when you were a child and told you lived somewhere else, because that's the big deception. So you never rise back up. Peace, love, and light.